What's up, fight fans? Y'all already know what time it is. Get ready for All Real Crew. Shit, man. We are back. Better than ever on this fine Saturday, man. How y'all doing, man?
I am nervous as hell because I'm watching this Celtics game while we doing this.
Y'all gonna take this L. But
I don't know. We came back. We were down 14, and now it is a 2-point game. So
I feel that. I just have a feeling,
I don't know, bro. You never know. Jason Tatum is playing like complete trash cheeks, and we're only down by 2. So
yeah.
And he gets fired though. It's on.
Hey, man.
We'll see.
So, what you sipping on, bro?
I'm sipping on that Conor McGregor, and I am adding a touch of honey. So I would like to call it.
That's your new thing.
I would like to call it the Honey Irish.
The Honey Irish. That's cool. I will accept that. That's a good.
I thought you were gonna call it the Connie McGregor.
Boo!
What his face? That sounds super inappropriate, but
I stand. That was damn near timeout worthy. But hey, man, what I'm sipping on, I fucked up. Okay, this is worse than the last one that I did, and I promise this is not a gimmick that I'm trying to do. I literally thought that I was onto some shit. So I'll preface it with a story. Vanna just bought a juicer, right? Like she just bought a juicer. So we got all juicer happy, literally juiced every fruit that we got. So we juiced some limes. So I got some lime juice. What do people make with lime juice? Margaritas. So I got some tequila and I put the 100% lime juice in said tequila. And then I got simple syrup. And I thought that's all I would need. And it turns out that's not how you make a margarita. There's other shit. And so I now have this green drink that looks like throw up and tastes like ass. I wish.
What else goes in a margarita?
Huh?
What else goes in a margarita?
I don't know, but it's not this. You see this? Does this look like a margarita to you?
No, I think you look like you added too much lime.
Maybe. You know what? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I added too much lime.
Yeah, you went heavy-handed with the lime, brother. Because that is a margarita. Lime, simple syrup, and tequila.
I'm going to drink it, though.
You should have added some strawberries to it.
It is very limey. It is very limey. I just made it, and I was like, I clearly fucked up. And I think it's very heavy on the liquor and lime juice. And then there's like a splash of simple syrup. But it's okay. I'm not mad at it. But, yeah, bro, and I'm washing it down with a Modelo because it was Cinco de Mayo that just passed. So, I'm good. I got a bunch of shit. How you feeling, Jamil?
I mean, I'm here.
You sipping on something?
I'm better than I was.
That's good shit.
I seen some watermelon Arizona.
Oh,
I was right. Oh,
that's where I was
the watermelon already?
Huh?
You backed the watermelon already? I thought you said you would never.
Watermelon Arizona. That don't even taste like watermelon. That's not even watermelon.
That's facts. That's a nigga drink right there.
Yeah, my diet starts Monday for Worlds, so I'm enjoying my last bit of sugar.
Damn.
Yeah. When is Worlds?
You didn't get nothing.
In a month.
Yeah. We just got to comment on the Canelo Bivol fight. I didn't even know that was happening. I'll be honest.
Yeah, everything's happening this week, bro.
Jesus Christ.
NBA playoffs, NHL's playoffs, Kentucky Derbies today.
Nigga, you said the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby. That's
huge.
No one
looked like you watched the Kentucky Derby.
For white people, that is a luxury. For middle-aged to old white people, that is a luxury.
No, it is an old middle-aged white man in a young Hawaiian body.
For real. I don't watch no fucking Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, all right. You don't be putting parlays on the horses? I could definitely see that.
Fuck no. I don't even put parlays on basketball.
I don't put parlays on shit because I'm broke and I don't want to lose my money.
Exactly. I'm not in.
Hey, you know what? That's a good segment though to start us off because since we're talking about Canelo, I was clearly wrong, and I'm of the small majority that doesn't want to see this Kamaru Canelo fight.
That's because you're low key an old middle-aged black man in a 26-year-old body.
What does that mean, though? What are you talking about?
You said last week you wanted to see the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight because they were heavyweights. That is only something an old motherfucker would say. And that's fine. I'm not mad at you for that. You know, you are very entitled to pick whichever fight.
But I also said, bro, like this fight will not be interesting. Like Canelo will just give this nigga the pause for 12 rounds and then leave with a check.
That's what the fuck happened. But I keep telling you, that's what happened during the Floyd fight.
You gotta remember, these MMA fighters don't want to fight that because they want to fight these people. They want that check.
They want the check.
I'm all for it.
That's what Thank you, Jamil.
I've always had a dream
of entertainment. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't think that it's going to be entertaining. And that's what I was also saying last week, was that how it, like, Kamaru does not have the mouthpiece that Conor does. Pause. But he doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have the same talking that Conor can do. So how are you going to promote that fight to make it interesting or worth it, that it's going to make it, you know, worth everybody's purse? You get what I'm saying?
You're not gonna watch it more than McGregor and Floyd was watched, but what else is gonna be watched at that level? You can't shoot Tyson. Yeah, both of those will get the same amount of views though.
I feel like Francis and Tyson's gonna get way more views. On the only thing is that they're heavyweights. You expect the KO in some way, shape, or form. You don't. Thank you. I don't expect the KO with Canelo and Kamaru. And most niggas watch these fights to see a knockout. You said what?
You don't expect Kamaru to get him out of there?
I don't expect Kamaru to do shit to Canelo. I expect Canelo to beat his ass for 12 rounds and not knock him out. I feel like it'd be a TKO before it's a KO. Like, I just feel like Canelo would just beat the shit out of him just because he can and just play with him.
Thank you, Jamil, for coming in and splitting the middle, because I was trying to tell this man everything that you said last week, and he was not buying that shit.
I still don't buy it. I'm firmly still Team Tyson and Ngannou. I feel like
I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
Sorry.
It's not the same.
Honestly, technically, I just think it's going to be better a matchup, the Canelo and Kamaru fight. Like with Francis has no technique. He's all power. And I've seen that before with Deontay.
Exactly.
So why would I want to watch a watered-down Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 3?
Watered down?
I've already seen. Yes. Bro, I would take Deontay Wilder in a boxing fight against Ngannou any day of the week.
I would definitely watch a Deontay versus Francis fight.
Now that is something I would agree with.
Shit.
That is something I would agree with. You got two. I'm gonna take a page out of Jamil's book. You got two gorillas swinging. You know what I'm saying?
That shit would be amazing. Like, no technique.
Like Deontay should win that, but Francis
that would be good.
Down.
Yeah,
I feel like that would.
Mom, crack. I can't hear this man.
Nah, I can't hear this man.
Can you hear me?
You're not on crack. Nah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
My bad. Technical difficulty. No, I just said I feel like that would be more money.
It would be more money. That's two of the hardest hitting men on planet Earth.
Exactly. Yes. I feel like, and then if Deontay won that, which he more than likely would, that would give him the popularity boost to make a Tyson Deontay 3.
Nah.
You don't think so?
I don't need to see a Tyson Deontay 3.
I don't either. I'll be honest. I don't want to, but I'm saying that
Deontay would retire before that. I don't even think Deontay would fight Francis Ngannou.
I think Deontay's mental is like completely diminished right now. Like,
he's not a money fighter. Like, he don't fight for just the bread. He's trying to be the champ. So he's not fighting no Francis. Tyson is the champ. He can fight whoever he feels like it. He chasing the best.
That's
Frankie wants the bag and to fulfill his dream. And that's how I see it. Kamaru just wants the bag.
Yeah, Kamaru 100% wants the bag. I know.
Now against Canelo, no. But I mean,
I feel like he can go after somebody else that's not Canelo.
Dana would only let it happen if it was someone like a Canelo or someone of that caliber to make it worth their time.
I mean, it could only be that.
You don't want this guy getting knocked out by a random boxer.
You could only pick the top 2 pound for pound boxers in the world, and right now that is Canelo.
Has there been an MMA fighter that has crossed over to boxing successfully yet?
Anderson Silva.
Thank Jamil. Why weren't you here last week? I literally said that last week, bro.
Because that doesn't count.
He's old.
Yes, it does.
He's just as old as the dude he beat.
Then, first off, did he really win that fight? That was a controversial dub.
He won.
That was a controversial dub. That wasn't like a one-sided win. That was like everybody was like, "You got the win because it's Anderson."
Also, Jaylen Brown just blew me with that layup, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
But I knew something was going wrong because Noah started looking at the camera.
Well, we were up by 1. We were up by 1, and he.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's a 3-point game.
But I stayed. You asked that question, and I made sure I stayed quiet this time because I really wanted to see.
Yeah, no, I was. That was why I asked because I was.
He said Anderson. He said exactly.
I do not put Anderson up there, bro.
Did you watch last week, Jamil?
Huh?
Did you watch the show last week, or did you? Okay, all right. I'm just making sure because
making sure that he's not biased. I appreciate that. I respect it. No, I do respect it because it's honest answers. This is all real crew. I'm not budging from my opinion at all. Like that's not.
He has successfully moved on
me at all because I'm not convinced that.
Only saying this because he knocked
out what?
In a boxing fight. That's
why he's like. First off, I'm not ever going to defend Tito Ortiz ever. Okay, so relax.
That's your boy, man.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, please.
That is your boy.
No, it's not. It was, and it's not. When I was young and ignorant, and I didn't know no better. I am no longer
controversial or not. Since Anderson's retired, he's 2-0 in professional boxing. Controversial win or not, he's still 2-0, and he fought a former world champ.
Fought a former world champ, yes, but
and they're both equally as old. Like they're both old.
Yeah, I suppose. You know what? I suppose. I don't have an argument. Consider that a successful I do not have an argument when you put it in layman's terms like that. It's like, okay, all right.
You got to consider it a successful boxing run thus far.
The 2 wins is. I need to see one more because he's like in his 40s. Like I don't know, man. It's just like I'm not hearing it. There's no like he's into this for the money. Get your bread. He loves to fight, but. Nah, bro.
You're not gonna catch him out here fighting the Charlo brothers, bro.
Exactly. Like it's not. I don't know.
So to me, right now, the 3 fights he's had, or no, the 2 fights he's had since retiring from MMA, it's enough. It's enough
for where he's at now. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Definitely got fouled on the shot.
Oh, that counts. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Just so y'all know, they're watching the playoffs right now. So
hey, that counts.
They're not trying to give it. They're not trying to say he was in a shooting motion.
Damn.
Which he definitely was.
He definitely was. Oh, you're behind me.
Oh, y'all. Oh, okay. I get you.
Oh, they gave.
He's on his phone. He's on his phone. I'm on the TV.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We could use that to move on to the other thing that I was talking about before, and that was this match right here, Ricochet and Roman Reigns, because we went on a big tangent, and I will say that Noah did convince me that this was actually a great match to do, in where we should have Ricochet get the dub eventually. Like they just push him over so much that that everybody would actually really love that win.
Yeah. I mean, again, I would say it creates one of those great moments. I think, like I said last week, it's a formula that has never failed. I mean, they introduced it with to me, the first guy to do it was Ray.
Bro, what the heck is
and then
going
Daniel Bryan and then Kofi. So, you know,
Yeah.
Roman is probably the right guy to do it, just because he is the most dominant champion in recent memory.
Yes. I mean, it's like 620 days now. Like, it's ridiculous.
Right. It's quickly approaching 3 years.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, interestingly enough, though, the vote that we did get, because I did put this as a poll on Twitter, they said that I said, "Do you believe Ricochet can defeat Roman Reigns in the future?" And they said, "Absolutely not. 100%, absolutely not." So I have to disagree. I do believe that with the right time, like not now, and I feel like that's why that was answered. Like they didn't read it all. In terms of right now, no. Ricochet has no business even going against Roman Reigns right now. But give it like a year or 2 years, and with the right storyline and stuff, man, that shit will be dope. You know what I mean? Like, let him take on the bloodline or whatever and beat them individually, and then Roman Reigns is like, all right, let me humble you, and then he lose. That shit will be a great storyline.
I'll just say this. I think that it will be a disservice to Roman and what he's done in his reign to legitimize the belts. to give it to somebody who is known. Like, if they're gonna go this route where he's gonna defend both belts separately, I'm definitely fine with him dropping one belt to Cody, because that's the storyline.
Yeah.
But don't drop the other belt to somebody who's already established and somebody who's already held it, like Drew. Don't drop it to AJ Styles.
I don't want to see Drew McIntyre beat him for it.
No.
I would rather see Ricochet than Drew.
Exactly.
100%.
If anybody who is already established, who has won a world title before, should take it off of Roman, it should be Finn Balor. But other than that, there's nobody else I could really see. But Riddle hasn't won a world title. So Riddle's in that Ricochet realm right now, even though Riddle
I would rather
has
see
more
Riddle and Cody. I would rather see a Riddle and Cody match than a Riddle and Roman match. That's my personal opinion. I would much rather see a Riddle and Cody match than a Riddle and.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just talking about in the context of who's going to take the other belt if they're going to.
Well, I mean, I highly doubt that Roman's going to drop both belts simultaneously anytime soon.
No, he's not. He's not. He's going to drop one. He's going to drop one. I just hope that he does it again. I just hope he does it before Mania, because I don't want to see a belt on the line against, between.
The only time that we will know that the time is coming for that he will lose both belts is when he gets an actual like movie deal or TV deal or something. I think so. Once that happens, that's going to be an indicator.
I don't think so.
Why not?
There have been several part-time champions. Case in point, Brock Lesnar.
That's facts. That is facts. I'll give you that. And with the hold on. I'll let this comment fly. I mentioned it this morning in the chat. MJF can't catch a break when coming up with mystery opponents for Wardlow. Yeah, no, we can talk about that real quick. The whole Wardlow situation. I mean, I'm a big fan of Wardlow. I don't know who they're about to come up with, but clearly they got somebody that they're calling the Giant Killer. So we're going to have to see. But I don't know. Y'all got any thoughts on that one?
The Wardlow shit is kind of drawn out. I'm ready for Wardlow to move on to bigger and better things.
I agree, but I mean, I can say that about MJF too.
Yeah, it's about time that MJF has himself another title program.
Yeah, nah, I do agree. I'm still, I know it's like 2 years away, but I'm definitely ready for him to go to WWE. And he even said, like, over the weekend or like over last weekend that he's down to go to what's it called? To the WWE, as long as they pay him. Sorry, my son's at the door.
No, I know. And if he does end up there, he needs a immediate jump to the main roster. I do not want to see
there should be no NXT. I'd be so pissed if they make him go in NXT at all. Like, no, that's an immediate main roster jump talking to like on Miz TV. That's how he should debut.
To me, any major AEW to WWE move from now on needs to be treated as such. The way they've done Cody has been spot on so far.
Yep. That's how you get more fans.
Yeah, and not making it seem like he just came from outer space in oblivion. You know what I mean? They actually acknowledge the fact that he's a star. AEW, and they're not stupid because they know the majority of their mature audience knows where he came from.
And the whole thing about AEW right now is, I mean, they're star-studded, bro. Like, we can't even sugarcoat it no more. Like, they're going crazy right now. So anybody
that's why they're fucking broke.
You said what?
That's why they're fucking broke.
Yeah. You actually told me that shit because I didn't believe it. But hey, I mean, if they have that plan where they don't need to make money yet, then fuck it. Cody is a different story. How so? You gotta. I mean, no, I know how so for real because it's Cody. But I mean, if MJF puts in the time and becomes a superstar in AEW, why would they send him to NXT? That would not happen.
He's a superstar now.
Yeah, MJF is crazy, and he's only 23.
He might be actually. Now that I think about it, like he might be under Roman in terms of the best heels in the business.
I would put him as a better heel. He's like the best heel in the business.
I wouldn't be mad at anybody who said so.
Yeah, I believe that right now MJF is the best heel in the business because that's his fucking like that's him as a person. Did you see what he did in Pittsburgh? Nigga, that shit was hilarious. So apparently, I actually did
with a kid.
No. Like I did like a top 5 or a top 10 on this shit. MJF went to a Pittsburgh airport and went to like a Pittsburgh, like a Steelers running back statue, like a legend, and like posed like he was fucking them. And so now security is now on that shit like 24/7 because of what he did. And he's like, and I'll do it again. Like, fuck y'all.
Hey, somebody said, I can't remember what interview I was reading, but somebody was saying if you're a heel and you don't get heat to that extent to where somebody wants to kill you when you walk outside of the show,
I'm saying
you ain't doing it right.
And MJF is doing that shit, bro. And yes, MJF and Miz are the same, but Miz is getting older. So what better way to pass the torch than with MJF? MJF is literally the reincarnation of Miz. Easy. Like you can see it.
But it has the potential to be better.
Yes, he has all the potential to be better. There's nobody else in the WWE right now that has the right or the potential to surpass Miz as like the best heel in the business in WWE at least. I think MJF is that guy.
I don't know if the Miz was the best heel. To me, it was Randy.
Ooh,
Randy will
legend killer.
Randy will forever and always be the greatest, second greatest WWE heel of all time.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Oh,
the first is Vinnie Mac.
Well, Vinnie Mac don't count. You can't.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He absolutely counts as a heel.
I don't want to count him.
If MJF goes to WWE, I can see a potential second.
That's a family line of heels, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was the first. He was the first.
You're trained to be a heel.
Yeah, like, but he was the first.
Like,
he was the first. And a lot of the people in wrestling will tell you that Vince McMahon is the greatest heel to ever live.
I'm not gonna argue that. I'm just saying, like, in my like visions of a heel, I just
a wrestler heel.
Yeah, exactly. I count him as a life heel. Like that's him. He's just a heel. You get what I'm saying?
So wouldn't that make him the greatest?
You know what? I suppose. I will acknowledge that. I give you that. But all that to talk about our next thing, which is Backlash. You know, because we have been like kind of like going around it. Backlash is tomorrow, gentlemen. This is about to be a banger.
Why they got Bobby Lashley looking like a swole ass RuPaul?
I was about to say they did this nigga's eyebrows and everything.
Bobby Lashley got the worst luck right now.
They done made him up.
Yeah. Oh, I will put that up. Ric Flair is up there as
Ric
like
Flair is up there as well.
I'll give him like number 3. Ric Flair is like number 3 on my list.
Randy surpassed him.
Yeah,
and actually,
did.
I would even say Triple H surpassed Ric Flair.
I wouldn't. I would not. I would say Ric Flair's above him, like
That's
right
fair.
above him.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I would go Vinnie Mac, Randy Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair.
That whole early like Raw phase was full of
that ruthless aggression. Yes.
Yeah.
Randy with especially with Triple H, 03, 04 Triple H.
Cause I hated Randy.
Bro, everybody hated Randy. Literally, everybody that you thought was gonna put him in his place did not, and got their asses whipped thoroughly. It was horrible. He had people crying. He had grown men crying, and
he had me crying.
Nigga, bro, yes.
He
would take it too far. Like people would be like, "Stop, please."
It was the face, bro. He would look so villainous, smiling at me. It's beating up my favorite.
It's so crazy because
senseless.
It's so crazy because he had me really think like that was really him.
Yeah,
and he played that part, especially like when he was punting niggas, like when he punted Vince, when he punted John Cena's dad. Hey, so
that was exactly what I was thinking. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Savage.
Absolutely savage, bro. Like, this nigga had us as kids heartbroken. It was like, somebody has to kill him. Like, I was literally
I didn't like Randy until I was older.
Yeah,
I didn't like Randy until I was older when I was like, all right, he was this man.
Yeah, once I wasn't a kid, like, it took, like, middle school for me to be like, okay. But that whole elementary school phase, I literally was like in my head, if I could put a head out on this.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy because I literally said that on this past episode of the Count Out. I was like, yeah, I used to hate Randy with my guts. Like, if I wish I could have strangled him in his sleep. And then as I got older, I'm like,
you appreciate him.
I get
you. Appreciate it.
Let me argue.
Hey, is this like a version of Stockholm Syndrome? Is that what this is? Is it like we just went through a whole trauma and now we like this nigga? Is that kind of what happened?
I guess so.
Damn, that's crazy. Fucked our whole minds up. That's really wild. I didn't even think about it until we just started reminiscing about how angry we were, and now we're like, no, that shit was lit. Like, that shit was not lit at the time at all.
I mean, because at that age, we were living that joint. Like,
yeah, that is definitely facts. That nigga was a whole other problem. Like, I don't know who has a problem with Randy at all now. Like, the Randy that's now has nothing on like 15 years ago Randy. That nigga.
Any kid who just started watching the product like this at the beginning of this year,
you want to traumatize me
when I said, yeah, they wouldn't believe me if I told them
2005.
Yeah,
when he was really about to get into that shit.
Look, they would not believe me if I told them that he kissed Vince McMahon's daughter in front of her husband. And I have to say it that way because they might not know who the fuck Triple H is.
Chill. I don't even want to think about that. Like, I truly don't want to think about that. We are not at that age where niggas don't know who Triple H is, bro. No, I refuse. But we got to talk about Backlash a little bit at least, man. So we can actually open it up with the 6-man tag team match. So I asked a question on Twitter, and everybody was against it. But, you know, I had to ask, and I was like, should any title be on the line for the Bloodline RK Bro McIntyre match, right? Everybody said absolutely not. Like, no, fuck no. I think that, honestly, I would not be mad if there was at least the tag team one up on the line.
They should have did everything.
They should have did everything? How would you make that work? I want to know how your process here. How would you make it so everything would, like, if
winner take all and have the Bloodline win?
So if RK Bro won, right? If RK Bro and Drew McIntyre win, and so would Drew get both belts? off of Roman?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think I agree with that. I don't agree with that. I just wanted to see the tag team one still. But they completely mixed everything. And I was like, you could at least have kept it a tag team one. Or, to make it fair, put one of Roman's belts up. And I would have been a little iffy on it, but I would have accepted it. But to give him both belts is wild to me.
You got to do one or the other. I mean, you got to do one or all. You got to do none or all.
None or all.
Yeah, all or nothing.
Why?
Because you kind of complicate.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Everything.
Well,
like if just think about it on his face, right?
Listen. If Drew McIntyre is on SmackDown, right, he does not branch over to Raw, right? He's not a champ, so he could once he has the belt, the same way that Roman does. But until he has a belt, he is not just branching over for no reason. So why would you give him both belts off the rip when he has not been over on Raw and how long? You get what I'm saying?
So then you just matter. Neither.
Doesn't matter.
I think it matters. That's why I'm like, I would give him the SmackDown one, the Universal champ. You can give him the Universal belt. Roman keeps the other one. Everything's still straight.
So why is Seth able to jump from Raw to SmackDown to face Roman in a one-off match?
Seth is way different than Drew.
In what way?
He's more popular for one. Like,
no, that's
and he has history. He has more of a history than Drew does with Roman. Roman and Drew do have a history, but it's nowhere near as deep as Seth.
You can make the exception for anybody. I get it if you're talking about, you can make it for Drew, you can make it for Cody. I get it if it's fucking Ezekiel or Kevin Owens or I don't know, The Miz. Well, let me name some baby faces. I get it if it was like Ricochet for one. But even though Ricochet was SmackDown. Yeah, no.
Like I said, I don't want to see
if Ricochet was on Raw, he can't jump over to SmackDown and just yeah. But it's different. It's different. It's different. Because to me, Drew and Seth are just as popular as each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think one is more over than the other.
I would give you that now, but at the same time, I really do feel like Seth has a way bigger backing. Like he has, like, I promise you that fans will go harder for Seth than they would for Drew. Especially in a Roman Reigns feud.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
I that's fine. Like, no, I understand. I do understand if you don't agree with it. But in all honesty, like, I see it. I 100% see people siding on Seth's side more than Drew's. Drew is way more face. Like, facts. Drew is a face. But Seth just has a way with Roman that nobody else has done. You know what I mean? Like, and that kind of story that they were doing, and I know what y'all are going to say is that I'm still hung up on whatever. And kind of, yeah, but just that kind of story was so great that I hate how it ended. It was anticlimactic, and I would love to see it back. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, don't say it. Don't say it. Leave it alone. I'm just saying. Oh. No, go ahead. Noah, before I put that comment up.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No. I was just going to put this up because I watched Rampage last night. Or was it last night? Yeah, it was last night.
It was last night.
So you saw Chris Jericho threw like the fireball in Eddie Kingston's face and all that?
I did see that.
Eddie Kingston called in last night and was like, my wife was crying when she saw it. And was like, he was just like furious and was like having a whole psychotic break and was like, it's past wrestling. Like, I'm just going to make you like feel pain. And then he hung up. It was like a 7-minute spiel. And then he was like, I promise you when I see you, I'm just going to make you feel pain. And then he hung up.
So like some Lifetime movie type shit.
In a way, but it was actually like I would like it. You know what I mean? Like I do like the feud. Like I like Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston's a dog. I'm an Eddie Kingston fan.
Like some Taken type shit. Talking about
it's been I will find you and I will kill you. It was like that shit. That was a way better.
I will fuck you up.
Yeah. It was 100% like that. I 100% will say that. It was exactly like that. And I'm not mad at it. And I had fun with it. But him and Chris Jericho are not good together. Like when they're
they're too old. They're two old farts who just want to beat the fuck out of each other. That's what it is.
Eddie Kingston is fun still. I don't think that Chris Jericho is that fun.
Yeah, I think Chris Jericho's wrestling run is coming to an end. If we're being honest.
No, yeah, I agree. Then
I think he has 2 years left before it's just
2 years is a lot.
Are you done?
I would rather.
I feel like him and Edge have the same shelf life right now.
Yes, I agree. But I would rather see Chris leave now, and I want Edge to stay 2 years. I don't really particularly want Chris Jericho to stay for any longer than this year. Like, honestly, I didn't really care for their match with him and Santana.
There's still some stuff in AEW that I wanted to see with him.
It's just not necessarily fun. Edge is still fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it was back in the day, but it's still fun to watch. Chris Jericho as a whole has not been the same, especially as a heel, like Edge is right now. Edge is on fire right now. In my opinion, Chris Jericho is not.
Y2J cool. Y2J cool. I'm just saying he's got a little more. He's still got a couple more things he could do before he can wrap it up.
I would be fine. I would not question if he decided to wrap it up.
Nah, I kind of would want to see something with him and CM Punk before he leaves.
I could agree.
People already know that story from WWE.
I could agree with that. I could see that. That's probably in the works. I'm not mad at that. I have nothing for that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Oh, before we move on, I got one more thing, just in case. Like, I don't know if you saw Noah, but did you see that Roderick Strong is trying to leave WWE and they won't let him?
I did.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
You know why they won't let him?
Why is that?
Because he's gonna jump straight to AEW and they're gonna reform Undisputed.
Bro, he would be fire in AEW though. He'd be great in AEW.
That's his style. All those indie guys, they just mesh. They work.
I'm waiting on Dakota. Dakota.
She'll be there. She'll be there. But she has because her contract didn't just expire and she got released. She has a 90-day non-compete clause, so you won't see her anywhere for the next 3 months.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's wild.
They have 90 days.
Your wrestling contract,
bro. I'm saying, son, like how
we're done with you, and you're stuck for 90 days.
Yeah,
hope you saved up.
Fuck you.
That's pretty much it. No, bro, that's pretty much it. Like, and I get why they're doing it, right? Because
if Dakota went straight to AEW, bro, that shit would be OD. She would get a huge pop.
That's the point. That's
exactly I know. They're why they lower the pop. She's still gonna get a pop.
They lower.
They start OnlyFans for 3 months.
Nobody wants to see that.
Hey,
you're looking at a stick for 3 months.
Somebody always wants to see something.
Who are you pointing at? Which one? Okay, there we go. All right. Hey, yo, no. Oh my God. Yo, Noah, he didn't see the girl that got let go. He didn't see her. Remember we was talking about it? The other girl, the black girl that got let go.
Oh, got let go. He would have been pissed.
Hold on, bro. I'm gonna type the name. I gotta find it. Yeah, he's gonna actually be angry.
And then share your screen.
Yeah, hold on.
Jamil,
fire joint.
Jamil, yeah. So
yes,
hold on. Let me tell you something.
Upset, I promise you.
Let me tell you something.
How you cut somebody that's bad?
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. She's not gonna surpass Bianca Belair in your eyes.
She 100%.
But she might just overtake Sasha Banks.
Ooh,
for you.
We need to
for
see.
you.
She surpassed. I'm gonna be honest. She surpassed Sasha. She surpassed everybody to me. I was furious. I was like, who?
Like, what did anybody see her wrestle though? Was she some trash?
No, bro.
No.
I've never
She never stepped in between the ropes.
Nothing. Not a promo. Not a
She had to switch up and say, you know what? I'm gonna just start that OnlyFans. Y'all good. Be blessed.
Nigga. I don't know what happened. So apparently, one, she was apparently the tallest wrestler of in the WWE. Apparently, I never heard of her.
Female wrestler?
Yeah, tallest female.
I was about to say.
Yeah. No.
Because Shaky is like 7 foot, 8 foot 20.
I was like, what is she? 8 foot tall?
No,
how's she supposed to be bad?
Tallest female.
I'm gonna need a clone. I'm gonna need a clone to come join me.
Is that it?
Hold
up, I'm just trying to get the name right. I'm trying to
like Jaden James or something.
Got it. Hold on. My computer's
share that screen, cuz.
It's shitting itself, bro. I'm trying.
Man, no, I had the creep face. Share that screen.
I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna find out why in a second. You're gonna find out why. Give it.
Hey, but Keith, I put somebody in the walls of Jericho yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so serious. In training, I got this new leg lock. It looks smack like the walls of Jericho.
That's
great.
Your
hamstring.
You gotta do a sharpshooter for the one time.
Straight take that hamstring home.
All right. Let me know when y'all can see my screen.
Yeah, pull up the picture. Yeah, in the orange sweatshirt. There
you go.
Type jump.
It's loading. Her.
How they cut this?
I'm saying.
I said this shit. I said she should have gotten the instant ticket to the main roster.
Immediate. This
yeah.
don't make any sense.
What's her name?
Like the only conclusion that me and Noah could come to.
Hit that fourth picture.
What?
The headshot. The headshot.
Bang.
Is that her?
Yes.
Damn.
What's her name?
Raylan Divine.
Yeah, that's a porn star name.
You know what you gotta know.
Bruh, and she who?
OnlyFans.
Yeah, he said you got some customers, some loyal customers.
Yeah. Hey, Jamil is dropping that 25 per month.
Jamil dropping it.
Dropping that 25 per month. OD,
bruh. OnlyFans coming soon.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Yeah.
I'm about to ask to be her manager. She got a bright future.
Oh my God. You wouldn't put her over Bianca, bruh?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
I done typed the name wrong.
Oh, you done seen some shit. Would you?
He seen Beautiful in Rain. He done seen Beautiful in Rain. He didn't say Beautiful in Rain.
Right now. Listen, we cannot show. I need both y'all to type this in Google exactly how I spell it. Okay.
Hold up. Okay.
I'm ready.
Everybody follow along at home. All right, go ahead.
Please don't spell Raylan, but Raylin. Then put Divine and go to Google Images, bro.
Hold on, it's loading.
Raylin. Lin.
Go to Images.
Yes.
Hold up. Oh!
I didn't find the wrong Raylan.
I'm not seeing this.
Raylin.
Don't do it.
Raylin.
Yo,
Divine.
Divien?
No, Divine.
Nigga, my Google has the nerve to say.
Oh God! Hey yo, hold on, wait a minute.
Some results may be explicit. Everyone is.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Why did this pop up, bro?
I need to clear my history. Hold on, wait a minute.
I have to explain myself. Nah, bro. I can't believe you did this to me.
Hey yo, why? Come on, son.
Bruh.
I was trying to find Shorty because the teacher I couldn't get the HD view of Shorty, and then it showed somebody that clearly already got started on her career.
Bro,
now please tell me how to properly spell Shorty's name.
She already there. Oh my God!
You don't need a manager. I need the other girl.
What is wrong?
How do you spell the proper?
No, when I said don't type in the name. Don't even worry about
it. Type it in.
Unless you're going through a drought.
No, type that shit in. RAYLINDIVINE.
Bruh, they hit the perps on patrol.
Jamil, you could have just took that L by your goddamn self. You had no reason.
How do you spell the right name, bro? We need a correct name spelling.
I have a Chromebook. This should listen to everything that we say.
Give me the correct name spelling.
No, that shit was probably like, okay, Tijan. Okay, Tijan.
This is what you like?
Pornhub.
Exactly. Jesus Christ. This is going to send me to black every time now.
Hey, Ray Lindo, if you're watching this show off some, by chance, there goes your manager.
100%.
Also, Raylan, your first customer.
Yeah. You seen where the other Raylan went?
Hey, I'm a short of honor. No, you got competition. I promise you.
Dang, her Twitter is gone.
Huh?
Her Twitter.
I was about to say, what?
What happened?
Competition.
Her Twitter don't even exist no more.
She's not in WWE no more.
They straight snatch her Twitter back?
No, they don't. They don't. Maybe she just deactivated.
She's ashamed. Or she might be going through a rebrand for her OnlyFans.
She says she's still in love with wrestling.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you do. If I knew how to follow her too, I'm sure everybody would have.
Yeah.
She's the sister of Mace.
Snapchat Premium.
She's Mace's sister.
Who?
Mace's sister?
Yeah.
Mace?
Get out of here.
The Mace?
Mace, Retribution. Yeah, what's his real name? I can't remember.
Damn.
The dude who used to be the commentator. The guy, actually, Mace is the guy. They're rebranding Mace into the guy that LA Knight is supposed to be a manager for, by the way.
Oh, yeah, so you read about it. You saw.
No, I saw that shit.
Mace that played NFL?
And I almost wanted to fly to Florida just to smack the shit out of you.
I wasn't bullshitting. I don't know why you think I'm bullshitting.
Speaking that shit. The power of the tongue.
And WWE history is coming, bro. You should be happy for him.
Fuck you. Anyway.
Rejoice.
I don't even want to talk about wrestling anymore. That shit is stupid.
Yeah, so that's why she's so tall. She's Mace's brother.
She's a basketball. Yeah, she's a basketball.
Yeah, she's a hooper. I said.
What's her name? Is a basketball. Mace was a hooper too.
Her dad was an NFL defensive end, and her brother played for the Texans. Mace played for the Texans.
I thought Mace was a hooper.
All due respect.
He played for the Texans, Jaguars, Patriots.
He was some ass.
Yeah, he was only on 2 practice squads.
You just ruined all chances. You can't say that about her damn daddy. It's fucked up.
No, I was talking about her brother.
She was Mace's brother.
If you 27 and you jump straight to the WWE from the NFL, you're ass. I.e. Braun Breaker. I.e. Braun Breaker.
Brock
he was
did that.
Ass cheeks. No, Brock jumped from WWE to football. He did the other way around.
Oh, I just remember he was with the Panthers, and then he came. I thought that was his first run. Was after the Panthers. Damn.
No, he got a contract straight out of college from Minnesota because they saw him at a wrestling clinic, or not a clinic. They might have seen him at one of the NCAA events, and then he went straight into wrestling. And then he left wrestling to go to football.
Jamil, why you got that? I'm sorry. No, Jamil looked like he plotting. He looked like he already DM'd her and was like, I have an investment opportunity for you. Listen.
Oh, you're fucking OC, bro.
What happened?
I'm on the WWE website.
What happened?
It's appropriate because she actually has an OnlyFans now.
Shorty right here?
Tony Storm?
I didn't know who was this.
No, y'all don't give a fuck about Tony Storm. What the fuck?
I didn't know who this was. Unidentifiable underneath all of this sauce.
For a white Australian, Shorty got back. But
he's covered in Alfredo sauce in his picture. So
y'all niggas wildin'. Y'all, these brothers is starving.
Bro,
I'm not starving, nigga.
I'm literally reading about Maze, and then I scroll up and
they got her covered. I'm joking.
They got Shorty on my screen.
Wait, Noah, duck real quick. Duck. That nigga there. Hey, what's going on? That nigga starving, bro.
I'm very chill right now. I'm not in my normal status. How about that?
He said all of a sudden the only food I'm serving on date night is Alfredo.
You know what? That's it.
She looking like she got caught over for some chicken Alfredo with no chicken. That beef Alfredo. Chicken.
That beef Alfredo.
The first one.
No beef. It's just noodles.
She got Alfredo coverage. But nah, hey, on the real, this is one of those only few times that I actually am not. I'm actually pretty stable right now.
All right, hey Jamil, you know what? I gotta ask. Are you buying? You could type in Persia Parada. Are you buying her OnlyFans?
Oh, let me see this. Hold on, wait a minute.
I said she looked better. Since she left, she's wearing less and going out more. She looked better. That's all I'm saying.
She looked like she got hit by a frying pan.
I'm not debating that, but as of recent, on her Twitter, she looked better.
Yeah. This picture on her Twitter looked tough, but these WWE pictures, she looks like.
That's what I said. Noah, back me up.
She looks like a henchman.
A henchman.
She was a henchman. If we're being for real, she was a henchman.
Yeah, you're right.
She got cut from the WWE.
I know. I said, hey,
them thighs will crush anybody's skull.
Oh yeah, she Shorty Divine need to do this. She clearly doing. That's literally what I just said. She need to do this.
Yeah. Persia already on it. And all right, bro. Okay, we can move on from this subject. Okay, somebody tell Keith about the Hook and Danhausen curse. There is no curse. Danhausen wants Hook to be his partner in crime. They're trying to make an alliance, and so we gave him a gift for a snack because it's Hook's birthday. But Hook already pushed him, so now he feels bad. We're gonna get a Hookhausen tag team. That's already happening. We already know that. So there's no curse. There's no curse. Right now,
just to end this conversation,
we're talking about ex-WWE stars OnlyFans.
Yeah, no. If you look at her little teasers, she actually is tough.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said before, I was like, no, absolutely not. But now that she left, she's pulling. That just shows you like that
WWE makeup don't be doing favors all the time.
Nah, is John Cena going to AEW?
Who said that? Who said that shit?
Is
John Cena going to AEW? If John Cena goes to AEW, I will move to Alaska.
Yeah, I'm like, what type of bag would AEW even have?
First off, nah, I don't think he is. But if he did,
he would never.
AEW would fucking skyrocket.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what kind of bag would they even have for such a thing?
You said what?
He's never going to
AEW. They have the bag for him.
Listen, I'm gonna mute myself, and here's why. Because we have yet to have a controversial take, and it's been an hour, so I'm gonna do it. And I don't need anybody to remove me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it after I say this.
No, don't remove yourself because I want to remove you.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Get ready. John Cena is going to control your narrative.
Yeah, that's definitely beautiful. Yeah. I just wanted to to kind of take off of that. I just wanted to say I'm looking at this Persia Parada piece, And she kind of looked like if Dennis Rodman had a white baby mama.
How you look like you would be a Dennis Rodman baby mama?
Like, yeah, I was like, wait.
You look like you could be Dennis Rodman's baby mama.
No, not baby. No. I said she looked like if Dennis Rodman had a white baby. Like if Dennis Rodman had a white baby mama, that would be. Yeah,
she is the seed. That's pretty disrespectful.
She has that aesthetic, that little bit of like little piercing action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said she looked like she could be one of his baby mamas.
No,
Ryback returning to WWE.
No.
Did you see? Hold on. Did y'all see what he said about somebody just passed, and he said, he was a piece of shit. But rest in peace to him.
No, I don't. You know what? I'm glad that became a topic though, because hold up, stop the presses. This is a controversial topic that I feel like we need to talk about. Y'all heard about Kevin Samuels, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are a piece of shit in life, is it okay for people to talk shit about you in death?
No.
Nah, you still gotta give their loved ones a chance to grieve. You feel me?
Thank you. At the end of the day, somebody lost somebody close to them. Yeah.
Once somebody passes, it's not even about them no more. It's about all their loved ones.
Okay, so pause. If you can talk shit in private, is that okay?
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
Or you can't talk shit at all.
Private,
like,
regardless.
You're close circle. Hey, like, nigga, fuck him.
Hold on. Disregard Kevin Samuels. Vince McMahon's mother passed away in January, and Ryback called her a whore. He's never coming back.
And they want to see him return to WWE.
He's never coming back.
Yo, what? He's
never coming back.
Are you serious? Vinny Mac
looks like he would say something like that, bro. Bro, what?
Hey,
he called her a whore. Oh my god.
Oh no.
He's never coming back. He's never coming back. When Vince passes, when Vince's day comes, he's gonna be like, bro, Vince was the biggest piece of shit I have ever met.
I'll be honest, bro. I am of the mindset of if you are really a piece of shit, like you have to be truly a piece of shit. I don't necessarily think that Vinnie Mac is a true piece of shit. I feel like the people that he's close to is cool because I mean you hear stories that he's actually a good dude. But if you're truly a piece of shit, niggas can go on you, bro. Like if you're really bad, like niggas have the right to even in depth talk some shit, bro.
Hold on, I got the quote. Ryback said, Vince McMahon, like most promoters, has an insatiable urge to have control. Then he goes back. He had no control watching his mom get beat up as a child, which is a horrendous thing for a kid to witness, as their whore mom tries to make ends meet.
God damn.
Jesus.
Shit.
Oh my God.
On that note, I see that UFC is on the queue, so I think speaking of whores.
Whores. Who are you talking
Justin
about?
Gaethje.
Oh yeah. You know, in fact, that's exactly what we're great. You know what? Noah, you get a round of applause for that setup. That segue was fantastic. Because that was our next topic. Talking about UFC 274.
He's a whore, bro.
Gaethje's a whore?
I'm sorry. I know we're going to talk about was Charles Oliveira's punishment rightful? Was it much? But like to me, I just think that Justin Gaethje is a little bit too boastful right now and talking about some, you got to make weight and all this shit and it's the law of the land and all this bullshit that he tweeted out.
There are plenty of fighters that echo his exact statements.
I know. No.
I'm not mad at it.
But to me, son, like, I'm not mad at it either. But I would be, I don't know. I would be more supportive if I didn't think there was something sketchy going on.
So I really don't know how valid every rumor that I have heard is. So for those who have not followed, Charles Oliveira missed weight. Apparently, he was on weight on every other scale, and when he got on the official scale, he was off by half a pound. And allegedly, there were several fighters who also were up several fighters who were up by half a pound. So, is that really the case? I don't know. I have not heard if that was the official thing that happened. So, I'm hesitant to really like speak my piece on it. Do I think that his punishment was unfair? I do. And I put that poll on Twitter, and right now everybody agrees with me that that punishment is unfair.
Oh, it's very unfair.
Because let me put it this way.
Go ahead.
Having experience being in the way they set up the little UFC setups with the hotels and everything, each corner gets their own side so that you don't have to walk, you don't have to be in the area you're fighting, right? You're only gonna be on like all the blue corner people gonna be on the same hotel area. So you're only gonna see like other fighters, but not people you're going against. But when they put you on the same team, on the same corner, so y'all can still be in y'all's joint. There's a scale at the bottom of the hotel when you're about to leave. That's the everybody scale. Whoever wants to do that, everyone gets their. You can buy your own scale as well, which most people do, so that when you're cutting weight in your room, you have a good scale. That's on you. That's your scale. The official downstairs scale is there. Then there's another scale that's at the UFC Performance Institute if you're in Vegas or if you're.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh God. Damn. He was about to get to this point too. Damn. Jamil, where'd you go?
No.
Damn, that's hey, you know what? While he gets back in, we do have some comments that we can read off real quick. So to Keith's point, did someone say something about Vince?
No, but somebody said
somebody said something about
Vince. Said something about Vince's mother though.
Said something about Vince. It was Ryback, apparently, and that's what Noah was saying.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, Jamil, you back?
Yeah, I just don't know why the Wi-Fi just completely died, but
all right. So you were on the point of you were talking about them having like the blue and red having their own.
So they got their scales. So on the last day before weigh-ins, you have to literally go get on the bus and go to weigh-ins. There's not really no time to cut weight. Depending on what time you go to the bus, you get to the weigh-ins. It depends on what time you weigh in. But if you're a champ, you usually are last, which leaves you the least amount of time to weigh in, but it gives you the most amount of time ahead of time to cut the weight.
Right.
So if his scale was off, and the downstairs scale was off, that means everyone that's also in that corner, whether he was supposed to be blue or red corner, scale should be off. Should be off by the same.
And that's the rumor.
Now, it would make sense if all of their time was off, but because he's the champion, he weighed in last, that all those people had time to re-weigh in. Because the process of losing weight isn't as easy as people think. You're over by half pound, you have to go back to the hotel or back somewhere to cut weight because the spot you're weighing in at isn't really built to weigh in. It's just built for you to check your weight.
I mean,
back to the hotel,
all three of us have cut weight before, like extensively, but it's not even on the same level as the UFC guys.
So that process takes more than an hour, especially if you're talking about the last half pound to a pound that you even have on your body to cut.
And he only had like what, half an hour at that? I think he had less than that.
That's only enough to like run outside, and that's not going to do it if you're exhausted. You'll pass out.
I was about to say,
he looked some hot water.
He looked like he was cut. He looked like he was there. And so the issue is what if the rumor is true where everybody else's scale had them at up half a pound, what then? Because the commission is saying,
if you miss weight, they got to go off protocol, and it's the same protocol in boxing and any other combat sport. If you're the champ, you miss weight, another guy makes weight, they can win the belt, but you just become the number one contender if you win because you can't have the belt if you miss weight.
But I'll say this.
So what I'm saying, because I feel like y'all are missing what I'm saying. If everybody else is like, if if people come forward, because right now it's just third person people saying that multiple people reported that they were up half a pound. You know, like maybe they still made weight and they were well under, but they noticed that when they got on the official scale, they were up half a pound. If that actually did happen, what then?
Oh,
you saying like hypothetically?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because there's already reports coming out.
You weigh in right the day before the fight. They don't have time to do no full investigation, so they have to follow protocol. Now, after the fact,
there's nothing they can do.
After the fact, they can come back, and if he wins the fight, they can say, okay, he's not being stripped of the belt. Let's pay him the other bit of his purse that he was supposed to get paid. If they do an investigation, if
he loses, should they still do an investigation?
If he loses,
it's not going to be a point. It's not going to be a point of doing an investigation.
Yeah, I mean, that's a point of money. There is still a point. There's a point of money.
Yeah,
because he's still losing a purse.
Pay him his money. Pay him the little bit of money that he would have made off of.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he was champ before he weighed in, and if he got screwed out of that,
that would be like an investigation or like something you take them to court, and that's an easy case to win. Because if it was controversial and they prove it, then cool. But if he wins, they can pay him his money and give him his champ status back. You know what I'm saying? Vacating the belt is no different. All you're doing is going to the WWE website and making his name champ or not champ. It ain't really doing much on the grand scheme. You're not taking their skills away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I get you. I do.
Something about it does though.
It's weird.
It's real sketchy.
It is very weird. I
mean, and to me,
and like that was something that people were saying on Twitter. Like he was clearly like, "What the fuck?" Like, what?
Yeah, confused.
I've witnessed a lot of weight cuts, and our guys are really, really professional. So I've witnessed the very professional side. But I do see, I got to see some people that don't do it professionally. They do some nonsense. So I can see both sides, but they got to follow protocol. There's not enough time between. You get 24 hours. You get like 30 hours between the time they weigh in to the fight day. So you got to play it out. Follow protocol. It's written in the thing. If that happens, it happens. They got a protocol. You got to follow it. And then if it's deeming an investigation, especially if Oliveira complains, whether he wins or loses, or other fighters step up and his coaching staff, because if it's Oliveira, he shouldn't be concerned about it at all.
He's not. Like if you saw, like after that, he was like, "Fuck it." Like
you let your coaches handle it. Let your coaches and your management handle that.
I see he's on that way. It's up to them. He's definitely on that way.
So yeah, he handled his business, win or lose.
Jesus Christ.
Cynthia. I would be Theory for the title.
Who will beat Theory for the title? Damn it.
Okay. Fuck it. We'll talk about it. God damn. She bullied us for this shit. Okay. Who will beat Theory for the title? Who's going to beat Theory? There's several people. Finn? No.
These nuts.
He knew. That's why he put the deuces up. He knew that was rude for no
Dominic Mysterio will beat Theory.
She's just very, very much into the goddamn topic. Don't be fucking rude to our audience. No,
Dominic Mysterio. I'm saying it now.
You said Ray.
Dominic isn't a bad pick.
Dominic.
I hate Dominic. I'm just saying.
Dominic's not a bad pick.
What the fuck are you talking about, Dominic? I would see Damian getting it back since he's with the
heel versus heel. No.
Yeah, it's just like a better heel.
Stupid.
Theory is not a good heel. First off, you know what I mean. I feel like he'd be better face. It's a terrible.
He's a good heel.
He
would be a better face, but he's a good.
I don't think he's a good heel. I feel like he's a good white heel. Does that make sense? It's a great white heel.
He's a good heel.
No.
What does good white heel mean? They're all white.
If somebody was to act like Miz, but they're black, it would not work, right? So that's what a good white heel is, in my opinion. It's like
I didn't know we distinguished.
No, listen. Race. It's like that beach bad boy. Like it's like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know, the shit that you talk is just different. You know what I mean? Like it does not translate to if there was a black heel. And if Damian was to talk like Theory did, it would not work. It's
Damian
not
Priest
even like a real. Black, you said what?
Damian Priest isn't black.
I'm not saying he's black, but he ain't white. it wouldn't work.
So what are you saying? He's a good colored heel. He's a good colored heel. That's what you're saying to me.
I don't even know who to mute. I feel like we should both mute each other, and I don't want to do that. But
no, I'm just repeating what you said. Pretty much.
He's brown. You couldn't say brown. That nigga brown. Like Jesus Christ. That
nigga brown.
We had to go back to the 60s. This nigga had to take it all the way back to our fucking grandparents and shit.
He's brown.
He's a colored heel. Like, come on, bro. That was so unnecessary.
A colored heel is crazy. That is crazy.
That was insane.
Like,
nigga, I didn't even say that.
He's a colored heel.
He's crazy. A brown heel.
Yeah, like you could say, like, there is a difference in the goddamn cultures, bro.
He's a
like,
black
you
heel?
can acknowledge that. Kofi Kingston could turn heel, but he could not turn heel doing what Theory does.
Would he be a blackie heel?
He would be a black heel.
You know what? I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I don't even want to talk about it because clearly I'm being lost in the fucking ether because y'all don't know how to take shit serious. I don't want to talk to y'all.
He was a white heel, so I mean, it could have been a black heel. He is a
white heel. Ain't nobody say a blackie heel. White is white.
A black
say a black heel. They can't be a black heel. Ain't nobody saying nigger heel or nothing. Y'all just saying shit.
We don't use the hard ER here. We do not use.
Fuck y'all! I don't want to hear that.
You gotta go. Just for a second, because you can't use it. You should have said.
Fuck everybody. No, everybody's gone. This is my podcast now. Nobody can come back because nobody knows how to act. And I don't want to do this anymore. This is the last podcast I'm doing with these guys. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
He's Cap.
He's Cap. I'm definitely Cap. Y'all is wild, bro.
You're wild. You're the one that used the hard ER.
Then y'all, nigga, you say colored. That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
If somebody called you colored on the street, you wouldn't have the same visceral response. I'd have a worse visceral response. I ain't gonna hold you.
No. I would. My response would be worse if it was.
If it's a hard R, yeah, I'm Cap. If it's a hard R, then yeah. But colored is right up there.
Colored. I'm just like.
No, you're tripping. Colored.
No, I promise you.
Colored requires the same stiff jab and follow ups that you're gonna get from the stiff jab. Nah, absolutely.
I can't. I'll tell you this much, right? Sorry to my white audience out there.
There's a lot of it. You are on a wrestling podcast, so can you think about what you say before you say it?
No, I won't say it. Okay. But, anyways, I got a question though. Fuck the WWE.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. You're right. Anyways, back to the UFC stuff. It's a little sketchy, but I gotta ask y'all. Don't you think they would have probably given Kamaru or Izzy an extra 2 hours instead of 1?
No.
You think they would have followed protocol?
It's such a rare thing.
I do want to say that, but I don't.
It's such a rare occurrence that it really does. It's just really weird and unfortunate.
I
think that the same thing would happen.
I believe in the early days of the UFC. Like if you're talking about UFC from the 2000s to the 2010s.
So like Chuck Liddell.
I feel like they would have done that in that era.
It's too professional now.
No matter the race, no matter the whatever.
You gotta follow the rules.
I feel like the UFC right now is way too established to go against the rules because if they do that, then it's even more controversial.
I'm suing.
If I'm have to let it play out because it's out of their hands. This is an officiant thing.
If I'm Justin Gaethje and they gave Oliveira more time than what he's supposed to get because
I'm suing
or whatever, I'm suing and I'm going to win.
Yeah.
It's a written protocol. You win against.
100%. That's why I said Gaethje is not wrong at all for what he's doing and how he's acting. I know niggas
No. I'm not agreeing with how he's acting.
I don't think he's wrong.
Gaethje gets a bit of that purse, and it doesn't change his mission. He's going to be the champ. A half pound. If he loses, he cannot say it's because the dude is a half pound bigger.
Nah, Gaethje.
That's like beforehand.
Is that what Gaethje's doing? Hold on, because am I missing something? Is that what Gaethje's
doing? Don't complain. If I'm the guy, I'm not complaining about you missing weight by half pound because it changes nothing for me. I'm fighting. Don't say you piece of crap. You missed weight. That's so unprofessional. No, shut up.
I'll see you, Keith.
Because when you lose, when you lose, you're gonna make it sound like it's because of the weight. You're pre-framing an excuse. No, shut up. You fight. Nothing changes for you, Gaethje. You get paid.
I didn't think that. I didn't take that.
Yeah, no, you don't say nothing.
Yeah, I honestly did not think that was what he was doing when I.
He made. It don't matter. That's crazy.
I don't think that he was a lot more talkative than a lot of fighters.
I'm just focusing on the fight. I'm getting ready for the fight. I made weight. I did my job. If he's allowed to fight, okay. If I get paid more, great. I'm worried about me. That's what you say, like.
But it was like that's how it started. But if you get sucked into the Twitter feed, then it's. But that's what I'm saying.
It's whack. You got to fight. Now you're getting thrown off your game because you worried about all these pre-framed. He's bigger than me. He didn't cut as much weight as me. Go fight. Right. It changes nothing for Gaethje. You win your champ, you lose your not champ, and you're getting paid more. So if anything, it's a win-win for you in that regard, money-wise. Just whether you're gonna be champ or not. It don't change nothing for you. That's I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm like that self-righteous. I made weight. Why didn't you make? No, bro. If he missed weight, he missed weight. That has nothing.
I mean, I get you, but I know Izzy didn't do the same thing, but he did. I mean, like people would try to do the same thing though. People would try to talk trash, how unprofessional, this and that, and the third. Yeah, I was about to say, Izzy.
Unless you're not gonna fight. If you're gonna fight, shut up. If you say you're not gonna fight, no more.
And was like, yo, like you need to like crack down on niggas that don't make weight, like he did do that shit, but he didn't do it in a public way.
Not after the fact, you could talk all you want, but before the fight, don't try to do that self-righteous. I'm above you because you're missed weight by a half pound, and now you have an unfair advantage. No, shut up. Go win if you're better. Go win. Half pound ain't making that difference. Both Alabama's is 25 pounds bigger the next day. It don't matter.
It's true.
Neither of y'all Bama's at 55.
He posted a picture of him being at 65
gained like 20 pounds.
Yeah, like none of y'all Bama's are 55. Yeah. Shut up.
No, that's facts. That is facts. I ain't mad at it. Not at all. But to segue into our last topic, it was kind of about the whole white thing, but not really. But I guess we can kind of talk about it in a way. And of course, we're gonna talk about Kobe.
That's a white hill right there. I tell you,
it's a white hill. I was about to say we're gonna talk about a white hill. What better one to talk about than Kobe Covington? And you will be surprised of the answers that I got on Twitter, Noah. Oh my God, are you ready for this shit? This got the most responses on Twitter. Just so you know, this shit was the winner. I asked on Twitter, is Kobe Covington right to press charges on Jorge Masvidal? What do y'all think were the answers?
Legally, you assume yes. Right? On man time, no. You soft as crap.
Right.
I'm gonna assume the masses voted. He was right to do so.
Yes, the masses voted. The masses voted.
Sounds like the masses are soft as crap.
I was just about to say the masses are pussy.
Like
it ain't, bro. What? My thing is, if we were talking about WWE wrestlers, but we're talking about UFC fighters.
75% to 25%. So
I'm Kobe. If I'm Kobe, bro,
pussy. Are we in agreement? Because I'm in agreement with y'all.
Yeah, if I'm Kobe in this situation,
if Kobe's getting his ass whooped on site, I don't give a fuck if you know how many times I have seen in my life. If somebody lost a fight and they see them the next time, nigga, we scrap it again.
Bro, T-John, imagine. T-John, you're a father. Imagine you have a scheduled fight. Homies talking about your kids and wife.
Exactly.
And you lose? It's not done. It wasn't going to be done whether
in any way, bro.
It would not have been done whether Jorge won or lost.
No, exactly. This shit is not finished. I don't care. Like, I'm the only father in this group, right? So when that shit got brought up, it was a difference in anger. And I don't even really know how to explain it. Because it was like a vicarious anger. But it was like still, like I was like, if that was me, nigga, I'll be on his ass for like 10 years. Minimum 10 years. And I don't care how many times I lose. It's just like, there's a line you don't cross. And no matter, until I feel better about it, it is on site. It does not matter. And as a man, as a man, like that's how you're going to respond. Jorge, at first, really did approach this as, oh Lord, what happened? And I'll just keep going.
Cut off. Yeah.
In the beginning of this, Jorge really approached this in a way where it was like, I don't like the nigga, but fuck it. You know, like, I've been wanting to fight him. This is just an excuse. Colby took it to a level to where it became actually personal. Now, I did hear what Colby said, and Colby went on a podcast a bit ago, and like they asked him, like, do you think that you took it too far? Like, do you think you ever take it too far when, you know, you're promoting a fight? And he was like, no. And his reasoning was, if you talk about something on camera or to the public, that in itself is fair game. It doesn't matter what you talked about. But if you bring something up as a weapon, then I have the right to use that as a weapon. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is his logic in it. And I don't fault that logic, but I think there's a line. You can say that about a bunch of shit. But when it comes to other people, living people, family, that's a bit different. Like that should be a line that does
if
not
you're
cross.
A man with no morals and no respect.
Yeah. Like if he came at Jorge for the fact that, you know, he was like dirt poor or some shit, it's like, okay, cool. Like, you're coming for his character. You're coming for who he is. Or like anything else, you know, like the fact that he got his ass, like he got knocked out by Kamaru. Like, you can really get the same kind of response without it being visceral anger. And the result would be the same. But it would be left in the ring at that point. You know what I mean?
If you want to take it that far, you have to be ready for things.
That's what I'm saying. For you to really say the shit that you did, especially when it involves people that they love, like, it's different, bro. It's way different. Like, you could even talk about, like, because, you know, he was talking about Dustin's wife. And Connor was talking about Dustin's wife. The wife is wild, right? Like, that will get a response. But the kids will get a way different response. Because the wife is like, okay, like, we're adults.
We're hold her own. We solid.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
nice try.
Like, you
and a wife could possibly be temporary. I mean,
yeah,
at the end of the day, I know it's supposed to be a for life thing,
your
but
kids
your kids are always going to be your kids.
Your kids are something that
your
no
kids
matter
are always
what,
gonna be your kids.
Those are your kids. That is who you are. That is your lineage. So the moment that you bring kids in it, you are a dead man. It does not matter what happened. So I 100% do not agree with Colby pressing charges. And this is like one of the rare times that I agree with Dana and everybody else that has, you know, sided with Jorge, because I don't even really like Jorge like that. I like his story, but I think that he's kind of like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, his story's cool, but he's a piece of shit. But like, I don't know, bro. I think that when you talk, like y'all just said, when you talk too much shit and when you talk to a certain point, you have to be ready for the consequences. And you should not be able to press charges after what you fucking did. Because there's a thing in the system that we all know about, which is fighting words. What he said should have been motherfucking fighting words at any point for the rest of his life.
And Kobe, what he should have did on Man Time, you got caught slipping at the restaurant. Okay, use that to further your little marketing and what you're doing in the first place. Talk more trash. But you can be a heel, use it to be a heel. But this is like,
that we all do forget too. I will say, we do all forget that he did the same shit with Fabricio Verdum when he got smacked in the face with that boomerang. He pressed charges on Fabricio Verdum too.
I'll say this, that for the masses that voted yes, we have to remember that this motherfucker is a trained mixed martial artist.
He's a killer.
And so for you to press charges because of a fight, that is some ironic pussy shit.
Correct.
So, like, you know,
that's what I'm saying.
When I'm speaking, like, is he wrong for pressing these charges? Not just because of what he said about this man's family, but you're a professional fighter. So you are combating a fight that you had outside of the octagon with pressing charges instead of fighting the man. It don't matter if you win or lose. Fight the nigga, bro.
I have to say though, if I'm a professional fighter and some nigga jumps me in a club when I am not ready. I don't know this nigga from Adam. This nigga just saw me and recognized me and beat the dog shit out of me. I'm pressing charges. Fuck you, nigga. Like, nah.
If you
like,
actually received harm and can no longer do your job how you're supposed to, yes, it's
oh, you know what? That's a perfect thing, Jamil. Tell them what you told us, like when we were talking about it.
Yeah, this man Kobe tried to say he got a brain injury now.
Brain injury, yeah.
Bama, you don't want to fight Kamzat. That's all it is. You need some time. He said he needs to fight a couple more times before he step in there with that boy.
He's so pussy, and I can't wait until Dana. Bro, my thing is, son,
because this is gonna be the thing. Because I feel like Colby knows this answer. Does Colby have a better chin than Gilbert?
No.
And I think that's why.
I think it's the same.
I completely agree.
I think it's the same, but Gilbert has better hands than Kobe.
After what
Kobe's getting hit by that same punch more times.
Yeah.
And Kobe's showing he gets dropped. Kobe gets dropped.
Yep. Kobe gets dropped.
Kobe gets dropped.
He got dropped in the Horny fight.
Yeah. He gets dropped.
And I know that Noah, me and you were talking about it, and I was like, the wrestling, can play a part. But I don't know, bro. This nigga clearly is not confident in himself. And I 100% agree with what Jamil was telling us, where he was like, this nigga just really does not want to fight Hamzat. And he will find any excuse.
He's trying to stall out.
Yeah, he's trying to buy time for somebody else to somehow beat him.
Yeah, he wants to see it. He needs to see the unbeatable man get beat.
He's going to be out of the UFC soon.
He tried to say, if he tells Dana he can't fight because he got brain damage, Dana has every right to cut him there and there. He don't sell tickets. Yeah. He's the lowest selling title fight.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the lowest selling people.
Yeah, he had a great pop because
his heel
Trump
stuff
was president. Them niggas are not
tickets.
watching anymore.
Them Republican Trump supporter people that he tries to appeal to do not watch UFC. Sorry,
they did. They did, and only because being a Trump,
he was the lowest selling. They never bought his tickets to the watch.
They never bought his
tickets. Back in the day when Trump was buying his house,
they were not buying
lowest selling. He's the lowest selling pay-per-view.
Damn. Okay, I retract. I thought that the whole thing was when he went to that. I mean, clearly he was desperate because he was going to get cut. We all know that.
It didn't work. It worked enough, but it didn't start making him steal a bunch of tickets.
I mean, he was a born fighter. We've seen this.
He talked his way into doors that his game couldn't get him into. He talked his way into some rooms, won some fights. He's still the lowest selling pay-per-view guy, or one of the lowest selling pay-per-view guys. And right now, in Dana's eyes, he's taking away from Jorge and him. So, you take
away
two pay-per-views.
Because Jorge is a draw, and this only made him more of a draw. If anything, it just made everybody fucking hate.
It makes people want to see what he's going to do next. Now it don't even matter if he wins or loses.
Because now this nigga's a felon.
He's like a Diaz. He's like a Diaz brother now. We just want to see you in there. You're like
this
beyond
nigga can walk out in handcuffs like Wardlow and get a fucking standing ovation.
He has people that now support him even more now for popping on this man for talking.
Because he's a real fighter. And I mean, we knew that. And that was another thing. It's like, you got to know who you're fucking dealing with. This nigga really came up in the same shit as Kimbo. Nigga, what? You didn't know who you was talking to in the years that you knew this man? You thought that he was going to let shit slide because of what you were saying? Bruh, come on, man. You knew better. You fucking knew better.
Buying ugly ass women and putting them on your Instagram and shit.
But that's how I see it. He can get cut right now and it ain't gonna make no difference. He can
I agree. 100%.
He's on the out.
Ain't nobody gonna miss him. Ain't nobody gonna miss him. Kamzat come right and fill that gap with entertainment and style and
he's already there.
People like.
He clearly once he won,
swap you out.
As soon as he won, he literally replaced Colby. This was a formality, and
and then you got Conor.
Like y'all said, he gave Dana White the ammunition that he needed to just be like, all right, go on then.
Yeah, if he's not trying to fight, Dana gonna give him the boot because he already lost twice.
Go ahead to Bellator, bro.
And Conor's trying to jump to 170 to do some stuff too. I
don't want to see that shit.
170 got some people. We don't.
Yeah, Conor can get the fuck on too.
They don't need this boring dude that's just good enough to beat all the next up and coming people and stop them from getting their shine. And you just maintain boring. You're a gatekeeper. You're not needed.
Yeah. That's Stamp. Exactly.
But now, what y'all thinking about today's events.
That's what I was about to say. Are we doing predictions? Is that what y'all trying to do? Like,
we can reel them off.
We could.
We don't have to count them.
Huh?
We don't have to count them, but
we can just reel them off.
We can just reel them off. Hey, so we got to find something for Jamil to do. But how about this? The punishment be a 3 count. That cool? Because we got some punishments that we got to do. So we can at least make this one a 3 count. I know Jamil can't do a 3 count, so we got to figure out something for him. It could be something like something stupid, like he got to take a shot of hot sauce or some shit.
No, he got to walk around with a wet mask for a day.
A wet mask?
Yeah. See, look at his face.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I wouldn't do that, but since he said it, I'll leave Jamil. Can you accept those terms?
That's hilarious. I don't care. That's hilarious.
Okay, fuck it. So that'll be the thing. Let me pull up
dip it in water, and then you gotta dip it in water and then wear it all day.
Jesus.
Have you ever sneezed in your mask before?
Yeah, that
shit is gross.
Well, I guess it wouldn't affect me much because I'm in Florida and we don't believe in masks anymore. So it's a bit different for me. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's pretty rough. That's some rough stuff. You said what? A wet mask is way OC. I remember when I first got out here, because I got out here in the summer, late summer. For those of you who don't know Florida, the late summer is the hurricane season. So I had a wet mask almost every time that I left the fucking house. And it fucking sucked. Every time. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. It's hell. But yeah, we can do this, bro.
That's fine.
I'm gonna start it.
We'll roll them off real quick. Let's see. Hold on. UFC 274.
Yep.
Okay. First fight is Kalen Williams and Randy Brown.
Are we on main card?
Yeah. Main card.
Okay, cool.
I'm going Chaos. I ain't really a big Randy Brown guy. He's cool, but I
Chaos is dope. I'm going Chaos.
I'm also gonna go Chaos. All right. And then we got Ovin St. Proud and Mauricio Hua. I'm gonna go with Ovins.
Oh man, I'm D9, so I gotta go with D9 also. Ovins, my boy.
Oh, yeah,
I don't fuck with the Qs.
I rock with OSP. We got.
Oh shit! Hold up, what happened? Why did Cowboy and Joe get canceled?
I don't know.
I thought they were on the. They were on the.
They were on the main card. They were the first.
They got canceled.
Yeah, that's why I'm going Kalen. That's why I'm going. Yeah. That's why I said the Kalen fight.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson.
Michael
Chandler.
I'm going with Michael Chandler.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson. Who
got
sick?
Same goddamn car.
Cerrone.
Oh, Cowboy got sick. Damn.
He got sick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With what? Rona? He got the Rona?
Nah, they said he was just throwing up and couldn't hold no food down. So he cut the weight but couldn't recover, which is bad.
Food poisoning. That's
you think he got food poisoning?
Stomach virus.
Sounds like it.
Damn.
Can
we
talk about how Michael Chandler has had the 4 hardest opponents?
Yeah, they
do him before the UFC, nigga.
He deserved it. He deserved it, but that shit. Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, and Charles O.
I mean, they did the same thing to Ben. You coming from another organization, you got to prove that you're worthy.
Cream deserved better.
You come.
Who did he fight first? Robbie Lawler? Was that his first?
Yeah,
man,
Robbie Lawler.
Damian Maia and Jorge.
And then he lost the last one. I don't remember. It was bad.
Or Damian Maia the last one.
I think. No, wait. Jorge was his second, right?
Yeah, so then Damian Maia was after it. He got choked out.
Jorge was the second.
Yeah, so like you come from another organization and you say you was the best over there.
So much hype, bro. Dana
has no interest in building you as a champ in the UFC if you were a champ somewhere else. He's coming here to prove
Ben was a multi-champ. Like Ben was the Conor of everything. Like without UFC, Ben was that nigga.
Yeah, you're getting brought over here to get proven that UFC fighters are better than fighters from other organizations. you getting thrown to the wolves.
Then you can
and then
Michael Chandler almost beat Charles.
But wait, like
then,
I see a better future for Michael Chandler. I won't
I
lie.
do too. Michael Chandler,
and I'm hoping beyond all hope that they help this nigga get to where he needs to go, bro.
Michael Chandler is 1-2 in UFC right now, and in every single one of his fights, win or lose, he has put on winning performances.
Exactly, they've been all fight of the night performances. First off,
he's being used as a money grab, and to prove that UFC fighters are better than champs from other organizations. And if he can build up and get some second win and then win the title, good, because you're signed to us anyway.
That's we built you. We made you better is what he's going for.
Let me tell you something. If he beats Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje wins tonight, that's a rematch that's going to happen for the belt.
Yeah. And I don't see how Michael Chandler
is going to beat Tony Ferguson. Like, that's going
to I don't see how he loses to Tony. Tony's trash.
Tony is a shell of himself.
He was a
so
he is himself.
You're taking Michael Chandler. You're taking Michael Chandler.
I forgot you said that. You said what? I'm taking what?
Jamil is taking Michael Chandler. I know you're taking
Mike. I'm never going for Tony. He's a cool guy.
Nobody's taking Tony. Tony. Tony, when his contract is up, he is not getting renewed. I don't think he wants to be in the UFC. I feel like he will go to Bellator and rock out. I don't think that he wants to fight no more.
He's gonna go fight in Eagle FC and fight under Khabib.
That would be wild.
Khabib
that is ultimate level trolling.
Khabib would pay that man. Khabib would pay that man.
First off, the rivalry was good enough to where
Habib would reach out.
I do think that Habib would reach out.
Khabib would pay that man.
I think that he would. But only for the bragging rights to be like, I got that bitch ass nigga in my promotion. Hoes, look at me.
It would be a good story. It would be a good story, which would be more eyes to the thing, which was more.
It would be a good story for Habib. Tony would be good for Tony too.
It would make Tony look good though.
Tony would not look good.
Yeah, it would make him look humble, and he would get.
He look like a bitch. That is not humble. That is not a humble move. There are too many other. Go to Bellator. Go to PFL. Do not go to Eagle FC. Please.
I can see him in one.
No, you said what?
I can see.
They would feed him to Gary Tonin in
one. Go to one.
They would try to feed him to Gary Tonin. Yeah. He has better matchups than one. He has the best matchups than one because he can do grappling matches over there too.
That's facts. But all right, we gotta go to Rose and Carla.
Thug Rose and Carla.
Thug Rose. Have you seen what happened the last time Carla Esparza fought for a title? Joanna Jacek made her face look like how Joanna looked against stinking Weili Zhang. She had her looking like Martin when Martin had that money for Dragonfly Jones.
Damn. Yeah,
you're not wrong. I got Thug Rose. I definitely got Thug Rose.
The fight of the night before the weight
looking like this.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
I knew exactly what you're talking about. Bro. Nigga wrong as hell.
Before the weight cut controversy, I had Justin Gaethje winning, but I don't know.
I got Charles.
I'm taking Charles.
I got Charles.
I do understand that Charles has been he gets hit early in the fight, and Gaethje puts Bama's down more than anyone else in the fight. That Charles has fought.
That's true.
But Gaethje fades big time after the first round.
Gaethje does fade.
And Gaethje jiu-jitsu exchanges are mad sloppy.
If Charles lasts 2 rounds, Charles got it. And I got Charles. I got Charles getting the dub.
I think Charles gets it, man. He just got that champ heart. He's been doing this too long. He's going to get rocked. He's going to get hurt. But if he don't get put away, he's going to come back.
He's going to survive.
And Gaethje
we've seen Gaethje quit. We've seen Gaethje quit. He quit with Habib. He is not like if Charles can prove that he has the same heart and tenacity as Habib, he's gonna win. Easy.
All right. So we all have the same fights. So
there's no punishment. Clearly, there's no punishment.
we can do a tiebreaker. Let's do the 3 most important matches on the Backlash card.
Okay, I'm fine with that. So we have the 6-man tag team. That's the number one important.
Yep.
So I got
the Bloodline.
I got the Bloodline. I got the Bloodline. Not even gonna lie, I don't want to have the Bloodline, but I feel like the Bloodline are gonna win because it's not a title fight. If it was a title
I don't know. RK Bro could win if it was a title fight.
I'm going with
title fight.
I'm going with RK Bro.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Now we got some differences. Okay. So what's the second most important?
Cody?
I was gonna say Cody.
Cody's gonna win. There's no reason why. Do we want to see?
We can't do that one.
I got Cody, and then I got Ronda winning.
You got Rondy.
They've done it too many times for she's gonna win this time.
Ronda's gonna win this one. I'm fine with that.
Oh, how about no? Fuck that. We got to do the toss-up ones. So how about? I know nobody really cares about this one.
Moss and Bubbles. Are we
no. Madcap Moss and Baron Corbin.
Bro, Madcap is gonna win.
I'm taking Baron Corbin.
I'm taking Madcap.
Why?
Taking Baron Corbin.
Why?
Because they're gonna smash. My prediction of him being off of TV in 6 months is gonna come true.
Okay. So what about Edge and AJ?
Edge.
I got Edge.
Yes. But he already won. So what? Is this like the last smash? Because Finn has now teamed up with AJ.
A lot of people think that Finn is going to turn
Finn's
on
going to go demon. He's going to join. But when? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think he should join. I just think
AJ, and then he's going to go demon, and he's going to join Judgment Day.
He shouldn't join. I just think he should go heel.
I think he should join Judgment Day. I think that shit would be so dope if it's done right. And we talk a lot of shit about WWE, but they do a good job of turning people heel. They do. So yes. I feel like they can make that shit work. I don't know how. I really don't, because AJ Styles has a limited amount of people that he could work with as faces that would be good and realistic in a way. But because I don't want to see Liv Morgan with AJ Styles at all. I'd rather see Bianca. But I don't even see that. You know what I mean?
I don't see none of that.
I don't know.
Outlandish.
I don't know what stable will come out to be an adversary for the Judgment Day.
Bloodline.
No. I disagree. That
shit would sell tickets.
Who would win? Judgment Day's winning. Easy. Yeah. I'll tell you.
To me.
Because Naomi has made it known that she does want to join the Bloodline, and she's waiting on a way to do it. I already said that she shouldn't, but now if this whole thing happens, Rhea and Naomi would sell. Rhea and Naomi would be a great match. So with that in mind, yes, it would be really fucking dope. So, okay. What I'm hearing is the only tiebreaker is if Jamil wins and we lose, or if we win and Jamil loses, because there's no other one.
No, we did the Madcap and Baron Corbin one.
Oh, and you said Corbin.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I said Baron Corbin. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to do a Moss and Bubbles?
We can. I'm gonna go with the Moss.
I got Bubbles.
We'll go with the Moss.
Bubbles is Bobby Lashley. For anybody watching that doesn't know,
I'm a rock with Bubbles. I feel like they've been holding him pretty bad recently. He needs to.
I do agree.
He got the ring breaking on him.
If anybody didn't see the episode where we compared Bobby Lashley to Bubbles, look up Bubbles,
the very first one,
Lilo and Stitch, and you will see why we compare Bubbles.
I just think that Bubbles is gonna lose because I think they're trying to get Amos over with MVP as his manager, and I think the only way you can do it is if you win this week.
But then that means that Bobby Lashley is finished.
No, he's not finished, bro. Bobby, there's things when you get to a certain tier in the company, it doesn't matter what loss you take. You don't lose anything from a loss.
I truly feel like Bobby is in the same place as Brock, to where there's nothing left for him. He can go out on his shield and be done, he can be called up whenever necessary, but he is no longer necessary.
I disagree.
So who is left for him? Who would you have him fight?
He's a face now. He's Bubbles has been a heel for pretty much 90% of his second WWE run. There is a lot left
because I know that that's true, but personally, I never felt like he was face. Like I know that's what they didn't give him a chance.
They didn't give him a chance to really do so because Roman's
that's what I'm saying.
Threw everything in whack.
Like exactly,
they were trying to turn him face before day one, but they couldn't.
I know they tried, and I mean that's the thing. It's like Bobby Lashley in his current character is boring. Like we've already said it, right? Like I don't know what it's gonna take for him to like branch out, and it's like it may be too late. So it's like it is what it is. It's whatever.
He ain't branching out.
You said what?
He ain't branching out. He made his name off of having
big nigga. They gave him a new entrance though. Did y'all see it? He got a podium now.
Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but like him as a wrestler himself, he's the same Bubbles he's been. He ain't changing.
Bubbles.
You want something interesting? Then give him an interesting rival because it ain't gonna come from him.
Who?
Give me good, solid wrestling.
Rick Boogs.
Roman Reigns.
SmackDown.
You give him good, solid wrestling every night. That's it. He ain't doing nothing else for you.
I don't want to see Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley, bro. Please. God, no.
I do.
Absolutely not. What, so he can get speared? And then
what if he gets a protege then?
Who?
I don't know.
Carmelo Hayes. I knew it.
You either got to give him a rival, you got to give him a protege, or you got to give him a
Lashley shit. I hear Carmelo Hayes' entrance. I don't know why, and I'm like, Carmelo Hayes with mesh, bro.
Yeah, you either give him a protege that he could potentially do tag teams with. You give him a boo. You give him a nice little girl that's coming in that he could have wrestle.
They tried that, didn't they?
Last week, no. Remember last week I called Ray Lynn the potential.
Yes, and I shamed you for it, and I'm gonna shame you again. Shut the fuck up. I already muted you for that shit. Don't ever.
Dude, you need to go get him some. He need to go get that.
You didn't meet me for that.
Some Raylan Divine.
Mrs.
I didn't meet you?
No, you didn't.
Then I just very much reprimanded you for it.
He need to go get him some of that.
That's not mutable.
Huh?
He need to go get him some Raylan Divine.
It's not mutable. It's not mutable. You're right.
He do need to get him something like Ray Lynn, but like 40 years old.
Yes, exactly.
Nah, that's right. 20-year-old joint. That's the protege and the baby in the same
one thing that I did agree with is if you're like, that's his long lost daughter or some shit. Like then, okay, cool.
But then listen, in one swoop, he can get a rival, a bae, and a protege, right? He gonna make his protege and his bae Raylan Divine, and then he gonna beef with Mace, and that's your rival right there. Now he got the Mace, he got the protege, the rival, and all in one. That's an all-in-one package. That's like the screwdriver with the magnetic stuff and the hammer on the end.
I don't like anything that you just said. That's the first time that I think I'll ever say that. And I hope that's all the time. I don't like anything that you just said.
There are a lot of the fantasy bookings of his that I don't like. And this one joins putting the females back in bra and panties matches, bro. This joins that one.
I'm just pillow fights is the problem.
It's pillow fights and shit. Please do not put this nigga in a booking position, son.
Okay. I do agree with those there. But the bra and panties is way more fun than that shit is.
How you gonna tell me like nothing I said?
Jesus Christ.
His best shit was the dewdrop climbing on Brock's back.
Dewdrop climbing over.
That's the best one.
Dewdrop is the climax of this podcast so far.
We're gonna pick. I came up with the name, but Jamil came up with the masterpiece concept.
Jamil definitely came up with the concept
of the Voltron-esque conception of
where she separates Brock Lesnar from his fucking arms and then just drops on their victim.
Do Brock Lesnar.
Nah, bro. But man, that's all I got, bro. I ain't got nothing else for y'all, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we end this shit off?
Nah.
This shit was
Bring
fun,
back
man.
Ray Lynn.
Bring back Raylan is.
They
like,
should do. Hey. They should. OnlyFans should make a wrestling league and have OnlyFans wrestling.
Yeah,
they should bring back the Raw and Pain.
See, I swear.
They can bring back no Raw, no panties.
Now we're bringing
Jamil don't have. Hold on.
Now we're talking business.
Jamil don't have nothing in the middle. It's either
business.
really bad or really good.
Hey, listen.
That is a genius.
Imagine it'd be like how it'd be like the bare knuckle fight, but of pro wrestling. It'd be like how bare knuckle does like.
It wouldn't be bare knuckle. It'll be butt naked.
Bare booty.
Butt naked wrestling. BKW.
Bare booty wrestling.
No, we got it.
BKW.
No, BBW.
Yeah.
Bare butt wrestling.
BBW.
Bare butt.
No, BBW already stands for big beautiful women. You gotta change it.
BBWL, big beautiful big butt wrestling league.
Bare butt wrestling league.
All flat asses are heels immediately.
No, AAW, all ass wrestling.
All ass.
And they do a spin on the All Access logo.
All access. No, it's all access.
All ass.
Hey, I tune in. $5 a month. Charge me up.
No, they're gonna charge more than that.
Hey, you know what? That's everybody's project. We're gonna start an OnlyFans wrestling league.
Sign all these cut wrestlers. What's her name? Dakota Kai just got cut. She can
Dakota Kai cannot do it.
Dakota Coochie.
Dakota.
Yeah, we gotta get them all new names.
Oh my God. What is, you know what? Fuck it. This is actually a fun concept. I'm with this shit. I'm not even
said Bianca Butt Cheeks.
I'm 100% with this shit. What?
He said Bianca Butt.
Bianca Butt Cheeks.
Business
Dingleberry. Do Dingle. There you go.
Dingle. Nah. She would be the big heel. She would be.
You got Do Dingle.
Do Dingle.
You got Do Dingle. Hey, bruh. Oh my God. I'm done with y'all. We gotta leave this concept for fans, bruh. I'm actually gonna make this a topic. So we're gonna put this on Twitter and we'll leave it up for a week and we'll come back and this will be how we started off. OnlyFans Wrestling League names, bruh. That's an interesting topic for one. So if we were to start an OnlyFans Wrestling League, what are y'all gonna have the names for? Literally, right after I end this off, that's gonna be how we start this shit up. So check us on Twitter, Take It to the Ring, and excuse me.
Damn.
Bruh.
Beyond Canalingus Belair.
What?
I
would say.
No, Bianca Butt Cheeks. Definitely Bianca.
I would say Sasha, but her name is already like a porn star name.
Scissor Banks.
Scissor Banks.
Scissor Split Banks. It's crazy.
Scissor Banks. Oh no.
We're never gonna get any kind of branch off from our podcast, but it's fine.
It's our last day here.
It's our last day here. But this shit is fucking awesome, bro. But thank you guys all for watching, man. This shit is awesome. Thank you guys for joining me on this podcast. This is the All Real Crew, as always. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, TTR Wrestling. Take It to the Ring. We will be having an All Real Crew. We do have All Real Crew, All Real, what is it? All Real something on Instagram. I done forgot already. We have Instagram. That's all I know. We have Instagram. You what?
The All Real Crew?
It is All Real Crew on Instagram?
The All Real Crew.
Man, Bert, don't we got a banner for it?
Damn.
Yeah, we do that. We don't ever.
Yeah, I'm drunk. Clearly, I'm drunk now. So we have the All Real Crew on Instagram. We will have the All Real Crew officially up and running. We do have a Twitter on. We have a Twitter on Twitter. God, we have a Twitter.
Are you having a stroke?
Huh?
You having a stroke?
Clearly,
you having a stroke?
Hey man, no, I've been on one since this morning. It's just not my day, bro. Like I don't know what's been going on with me today. But
all right, prove that you're okay. What's your credit card pin? Make sure you remember.
Yeah, you want a real husband answer? Ask my wife, bro. I don't even know it. That's a good husband answer. Yeah.
Seems very honest too.
I wouldn't say that it is, but at the top of my head, I don't know it. It's just like in my phone. I will say that. So,
Okay.
fuck it. I know she probably knows it. She probably knows it. Probably. I don't think we're fucked if I have a new phone, but we'll see. We'll see when the day comes. I don't know. Anyway, back to the outro that I was doing. Fuck y'all. I don't care if I'm stumbling. Don't interrupt me. So, we did the Twitters. What else? Oh, like, comment, share, subscribe to us on YouTube and whatever else. Check us out. Check out the Twitter. I will put it as the pin for the OnlyFans Wrestling League. What's the names? Who are we gonna have?
Ass wrestling.
All ass wrestling. I need more, man. I need better ones. We gotta have better ones. There's better ones out there. We gotta leave it to the fans. We're gonna get that shit popping. But yeah, bro, we got UFC. I'm pretty sure it's going on now at this point. Probably at least prelims. So yeah, check that out. We got In the Mix happening. All that shit. We got plenty of shit happening in the Wrestleverse and in MMA. So just keep checking us out. But I'm gonna just end this shit off here. Y'all got anything left that y'all want to add before I cut this shit out?
Bianca Buttcheeks gonna be our first signee.
Fuck that, Ray Lynn. Hit us up, bro.
Yeah. My bad, because she's jobless. Yeah, we gotta give
it. Hit us up, bro. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy T-John, Noah, and Jamil. Thank y'all again for watching. And as always, until next week, keep it real, y'all.